Alright, so the very first flow within the bot journey is the default reply. The way we set it up is as soon as users click on a Facebook ad, they'll see something like, please click the button below to claim your free baby cradle. They're going to click the button and the button's going to say, buy baby cradle. That's all it's going to do. Since there's no predefined destination for that keyword itself, the default reply kicks in. Let me just show you how it works, alright? So let's zoom in, and the very first step in the default reply, it sets the temp KW trigger to the last text input. Basically, that button they click on the ad is considered a text input, so it triggers this flow. Next thing we do, we clear the lookup search, and then we do a get role by value action. Let me just show you that action real quick. All it really does, it pulls one thing. You're going to select the AMZ Toolkit Management Sheet. It's going to be the worksheet product. It's going to be product selection for worksheet. Lookup column is going to be KW trigger, and lookup value is going to be AMZ temp KW trigger. And as I said just a few moments ago, the only thing you're going to do is pull the AMZ lookup search from the Ellis/brand. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then it checks if users have meet any of the conditions, all right? First, it checks if tag is AMZ bad buyer. These are usually people that you have found to be scammers. And well, you just go ahead and immediately send them over to the AMZ bad buyer flow, all right? That doesn't match. We check if promo status is on and if lookup search has any value. It has to match both of these conditions right here. If those both conditions are true, it goes over to this action, which sets the AMZ KW trigger to the temp KW trigger. From there, it just goes over to the AMZ URL product assignment flow, and it does the rest of its thing, all right? Now, after that, we check if tag is AMZ talk to human. If that's the case, we just go ahead and open up the conversation so it can open up on the live chat and your customer service rep can see that. Now you can add this tag to people so that they don't trigger the actual default reply. Next thing we check for is the AMZ event default reply. This is a time-based cuff, all right? So let me just skip over to the very bottom of the condition. If none of these conditions match, what it does, right here, very first step, it sets the AMZ event default reply. It sets it to the time of that action. So what this condition checks for is if the AMZ event default reply has any value, but it also checks if the default reply was triggered anytime within the last 5 minutes. If that's true, again, it just opens up the conversation and users do not get the rest of the default reply. Now there's different parts within the bot journey where people type things and they trigger the default reply. So what we did here is we created the bot journey cuff, all right? So here it checks any of the following conditions. If bot journey is rebate part 1 blacklist check, if it's rebate part 1 2-minute delay, or if it's bot journey Facebook ad flow, all right? So if users have any of these cuffs, the default reply does not trigger, it just stops right there, right? Now, none of these conditions match. Again, we set the event default reply to the time of the action. We set the AMZ text recovery to the last text input, and then we check for the pending rebate tag. If users do not have the pending rebate tag, we just show users this gallery and we show them just the current offers. We give them the option to talk to human, or if there's some sort of bug, which happens anytime Facebook does an update, we have the report a bug button. They click any of these things and they go to the appropriate flows or the appropriate message if it's report a bug. Now, if they do have the pending rebate tag, we show them this gallery. Here, instead of current offers, we have a button that says rebate. Users click on that and then it checks for condition. This condition checks where users are within the bot journey. So we check if users have the AMZ needs PayPal rebate tag. If they do have it, then this is most likely because for some reason you couldn't process people's rebates. It could be low funds, it could be anything, any number of things why you couldn't process a rebate. And we have a setup that if you can't process a rebate, they immediately get this tag. And then we give them a brief explanation as to why they haven't gotten a rebate. And you could also introduce into that message when they should be expecting the rebate, okay? After that, we check if they have the bot journey rebate part 2 item arrived, and also if the text recovery contains item arrived. If that matches, we tell them please let us know when your item arrives so we may continue with your rebate process. And all we have here is a button, it's item arrived. Once they click it, we check if they actually have the pending rebate tag, because there's actual people out there that scroll up like crazy and click buttons that they shouldn't be clicking anymore. So that's why we check for this tag right here. Okay, once we check if they have this tag, we send them over to AMZ part 3. Okay, next thing we check for is if bot journey is rebate part 3 confirmed. From there, it has another condition which checks if they have the one-time notification for paid. If it isn't paid, we go ahead and tell them, hey, this is the date you told us your item arrived, but you haven't clicked the notify me button. Please click the notify me button. From there, they just go ahead and scroll up and then click the notify me button, and that's pretty much it. If that condition doesn't match, then we tell them, hey, this is the date your order arrived, and this is the date your rebate is due to be processed. Now here we have the talk to human button, as well as here. They click on that, again, they go to the talk to human flow. That's pretty much it for this video. In the next video, we're going to go to the URL product assignment flow.